Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
Hello and good morning and welcome to the InWheelTime Car Talk Show today, coming to you from Gulf Coast Auto Shield's Car Social. First up, owner, operator, proprietor, and god of cars.
God of clean cars.
John Gray. Later, Jeff has this week's Motor Minute, and I review the new Subaru Forester on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Welcome, howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong, so glad that you could join us on our broadcast today, live from Southwest Houston. John, what's the address here?
11275 South Sam Houston Parkway West. 77031. We are between West Airport and Belfort.
Okay. So come on down.
Just south of 59.
Yeah. Yep. Just south.
Yep.
First exit.
First exit.
Headed southbound.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, I got it. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Thanks for coming out.
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you. You know, we come out here once, twice a year, and it's fun.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Kind of a
You
good
know, I have to tell you that. So when I got here this morning, John pulls me aside and says, "Have you seen these? Some very interesting AI stuff." And he's got a little smirk on his face right now because I've called him out, I guess, on it. But I mean, you know, I said he's got too much time in his hands. And he says, "No, I really don't. But I do manage to find a moment or two that I can scroll through the AI stuff, and it's pretty funny."
You know, for whatever reason, people seem to think that I like that sort of stuff.
We know you do.
And I do.
Yeah, no,
They're exactly right.
Yeah.
I guess my clients, I mess around with my clients and my friends and whatnot, and we trade some text messages back and forth that may or may not be appropriate for the younger audience.
Yeah. Well, good. You know, it's good to know that because now I'll start including you on some of my stuff.
Well,
Don't do it.
And
Don't
will
do
I?
Yeah, absolutely.
And will I? I don't want anything gross or car wrecks or morbid.
No, I don't do that.
I like funny.
Yeah. Well, so do I.
And the occasional lady now and then may, you know, you never know.
Don kind of gets them where they're both. You get both at the same
What, the
time.
ladies and the men?
And-
That's
and the
you,
funny.
Mars.
The ladies and the funny. And the
David,
accidents.
David, you got to bail me out on this one. Don't start laughing. He needs a mic sock, Mr. Mars.
Do I?
Who do?
He does. He needs a mic sock. Anyway.
I got a sock.
Yeah, I'm sure that you do, and I don't want to really know about it too much. But anyway, let's talk about what you've got here in the shop. But first of all, let's talk about what Gulf Coast Auto Shield does. I don't want to turn this into some big commercial because it's really not. Because I just find that it is interesting that you kind of tiptoed into this for a mutual friend of ours by the name of Steve Kingsley.
Yes.
Over at
Custom Car Stereo.
Custom Car Stereo.
Yep.
And Steve calls me on the phone, says, "Hey man, I got this guy I want you to meet. He's doing detailing back in the back." Okay. And that's where it all started.
That was a great place to start too.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of really good clientele come in there. That's obviously how you and I met. And a lot of the first customers that I had, and especially with like Momentum Porsche when they were back down here by Custom Car, and that was a really nice jumping off point. And now we've got 3 shops now. We have a shop in Sugar Land, which mostly focuses on our wholesale stuff. We work with a couple of big dealerships in Sugar Land, the new Porsche store, and then Sewell Audi. And then we have this one, and then we have a West Houston store, and there's a few more things to come. But most of what we're doing, when I started this thing, I wanted to not focus so much on detailing and car cleaning and whatnot, even though that is what we do. I wanted to focus on protecting the cars. And, any sort of protection from the standpoint of paint protection film, coatings, window tint, and built-in radar detectors, laser jammers, all of that falls into the protection category, whether it's protecting you or your car. Going into it like that, I think, was different, but it worked for us.
It's funny how things evolve, and to not dwell on it too much, but, my relationship with Steve Kingsley goes way back before. He used to work for a company in town called Marco Polo. And it was back in the day in the 70s when people were putting custom car radios
Yep.
and stereos, Kenwoods, Alpines, all that stuff.
Casio.
Yeah, all those. And that company went out of business, and Steve didn't have anything to do. And he put a little square 1-inch box ad in the Saturday Chronicle. And, installed custom car stereo for $49.95. And he had no money, so he bought it all on consignment.
Yep.
He'd sell it all out, install it that day, and then start all over again on Monday. And it's truly amazing because that's all that he did. And he made himself wealthy ultimately.
Yep. Yes, he did.
By doing that, because what happened is that one guy tells another guy and another guy tells another guy. Yep. It's typical in our circle that happens. My story is similar in the fact that I worked for a Chevrolet dealership, was all enamored by Corvettes, bought a Corvette, had a friend of mine that now is a friend of mine that was in the Corvette club that I joined just because I thought, well, that'd be cool, join the Corvette club. And one thing led to another. We are still very good friends. Bill Seitz, and he is very much included in the whole Hemi Hideout thing. It's truly amazing that the car culture kind of feeds upon itself. We support each other. We do these sorts of things, and it's really good. And for you, your partnership with Steve Kingsley got our partnership going because Steve sold his business, but you started your business.
Mm-hmm. So it just goes to prove what I've felt all along, that relationships are everything.
Yes, they are.
A guy showed up here this morning he actually works for a competitor shop. Man, come on in. How you doing? Everything's going. It's be as nice to people as you possibly can. Go over and above every time you do a job for somebody. And you never know. People start to handle your advertising for you.
Yep.
For the most part.
Yep. Word of mouth is the best way.
We know about that.
And it's it's really worked out well. We've been very very fortunate. I'll tell you that. We have some of the best clients you could possibly meet.
I've met some great clients of yours. I've never, and I met them here.
Yep.
Haven't seen them since, but great guys and great conversations if you want to have car conversations. And the fun thing about coming here, it's a different car setup. It's a different clientele that I'm used to.
Yep.
And it's not the regular typical cruise-in, because our cruise-in circle is much older. And they've got more classics. They have some new cars too, but it's mainly classics, customs, resto mods, that sort of thing.
Yep.
So it's a different clientele, but we all have the same passion.
Yes.
And it makes a huge difference in all of our lives for all of us to get together and talk. Hey, man, I really like that. Or steal ideas. Man, I sure like the wheels on that Porsche right there. Where'd you get those?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So what do you got in the shop today?
Well,
he's got his car.
It's my car. Yep, our car is here. I did sell my GT500. And I miss that car every day. I think about that car. That what Ford put together in that package was just.
They don't make that car anymore.
They don't. Every 4, 5, 6 years they'll have a new GT500 come out. We'll see. It's getting about time for them to release something else. And there's been some test mules running around apparently that. Have been spotted in the Detroit area, but I can't imagine it being much better than what they had, because it was serious. That car was obviously, it was fast, but it would handle and it rode well. It did all of the things. But right now, that GTR right there is interesting. That car is I believe a 2023, and it was purchased new off the showroom not too long ago by one of my regular clients. And
as a 23 model?
23 or 24, yes. And they came out with it again for just a couple of years, and from what I understand, those cars are really, really fast. I drove one time, but not, didn't drive it very hard. But we have a Ferrari F12 back there that we're doing a lot of work on, doing a stealth paint protection wrap, so it'll look like it has matte paint. The most interesting
That's
car,
what it's called? Stealth?
Stealth, XPEL Stealth, yeah. Now, over there in the corner, and this car belongs to this gentleman right here, Justin Rounce, who I'm extremely fond of, him and his family, is a Ford GT, 2006 Ford GT, and that is absolutely. If you look at that car, it's still relevant today. Look at the design and the performance and whatnot. That car is just. I'm over the moon about that car. We did a full paint protection film wrap on that thing. And the guy drove it. They had it before, Justin. It had about 6,000 miles on it, but it is unbelievably clean. It's just an absolutely wonderful car if you're not over 6'2". If you're 6'2", you know.
Yeah, a little cramped up.
A little cramped up. I can't remember the when they came out with that car and they were racing it. The one guy that was, I can't remember who it was, but they had to kind of put a bubble on the top of the roof.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
So
Yes.
his helmet would fit in there. It wasn't Ken Miles.
It was I know who you're thinking of. I can't think of it either.
Yeah. So, but man, inside and out, and that's the only car I've ever seen with a stock Macintosh head unit for the stereo.
Really?
Yes, it legit has a Macintosh stereo in it. Justin's got several other cars. He got a McLaren, not a McLaren, but a 911 GT3, I believe. He's got a Aston Martin.
Nice.
English guy. He's pretty cool dude. He's got a lot of cool stuff.
You know, Lawrence of Arabia was an English kind of guy.
Yeah, we know.
Don't thought I'd bring that up.
Don't go
He,
there.
he didn't have any cool cars. Though.
Pot him.
No,
down.
he didn't.
Cut him.
And we've got a 296, Ferrari 296 in the back. We're doing a built-in radar detector on that laser jammer setup for a regular client on that one.
How long does it?
And,
Let me talk about this car right here. Just only because it's close and I took a look at it.
That's a stealth paint. That
Yeah,
Audi-
on the front.
But this
You're
one
not
here?
done with it yet, are you?
It's an
No?
Audi right here. Did you talk about the Audi?
Yes.
Because you've got the rear door is a different.
Yeah,
shade.
that's
the protection?
satin paint protection
Okay,
film.
yeah.
So basically, people come in, they want to change the look of their car. Matte paint is very, very expensive. You know, it depends on what model you're buying, but it can run $10,000-$12,000.
A real paint job.
Yeah, and from the factory, obviously. So if you want that same look, we can do it through XPEL Stealth. And the cool thing about that is you're protected. You have a 10-year warranty on your film, and you're less likely to get, like rock chips and whatnot. If you buy a matte car, yeah, you've got the look, but you still got to protect it because there are very few guys that can fix or repaint or do something to repair that type of paint job. It's very, very difficult.
And, the matte's kind of a fad thing that kind of, was in the hot rods for a while because they were in the primer.
Yeah.
And then it kind of comes in. So, 5 years from now, you may think, that fad's gone. I'm really tired of that. You don't want to repaint it.
Take it off.
Exactly.
Take it off. Yeah, it's a little bit of work to take them off, but
Anyway,
It's easier to paint.
Come in here and in where Mars lives, they go in and they want to have, a primer red matte finish, just like you would have in your garage in 1965. And can you do that?
do they want to have that, or is that just what they have?
No, well, yeah.
It's a little bit of both. But
Yeah.
some of them, that's the look they're
Yeah,
after.
I want a primer red.
They don't. They don't. Really?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Well, it's in the swamp. It's a whole lot easier
I'm
to
gonna have
see
to
it at
look.
night.
It's for detection. You got to detect.
I thought that was maybe just a Port Arthur thing. Where
Well,
are
he's
you?
close. He's in Nederland.
Yeah.
Well, we could call
okay.
it Nederville.
Neaterville.
Yeah,
Same.
but it's
Yep.
yeah.
I'm with you. Well, that's redneck.
Get up in Deweyville and
I would think.
Mauriceville and
Yeah.
places up in there.
That's kind of redneck, but I'm with you, man.
Kinda.
I could get down with that.
You fit?
So, yeah, there's all kinds of cool different things. Hey, there's something that's evolving now is you've got wrap. So we do a little bit of color change,
Like a
with
Bala,
vinyl.
shot cola,
That's
that
right.
kind of wrap?
Not really that. Although I do, I'm pretty well known around town as being
A wrapper?
I can bust some rhymes if that's what you're looking for.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
we got room. We can see what kind of moves you got to go with them.
I don't. have,
I used to wear Buster Brown.
I have zero moves. I have zero moves. I'm the most boring rapper in town, but no.
But you're thin.
You're
You're thin.
I'm
now.
thinner.
Too tall to be a rapper.
Yeah, I am.
Skinny white guy. That's going to be his name, his stage name.
Well, that's
Skinny white
that
guy.
is my name. SWG for short. But you got these vinyl wraps and color change that people traditionally use to change colors on a car. it just doesn't last in Houston if you're going to have your car outside for any length of time. UV damage just kills it. It's great for a year and a half, 2 years, especially if it's on a darker color.
Yeah, that's like the wrap that you put on our truck, with all our logos and stuff on it. Over there in Port Arthur, in the middle of all those chemical plants, I mean, you can almost go out there and wipe the corrosion off of it.
Yeah.
Well, hell, he was evacuated when one of the explosions happened over there.
Yeah.
And then it turns into the rust color.
That didn't come
Primer color
right.
brown,
That didn't come from somebody trying to do that in the garage, mixing the meth with the red primer.
No. We got
there.
warehouses for that.
I got it. Or trailer homes.
Yes.
Primer with meth. There you go.
And
That's how you
one
get the right
tooth.
color.
Well, anyway, so now you've got
Just to open the can.
the next thing that's kind of starting to become a little bit more popular is colored paint protection film. So you've got a long warranty on it, much better, it's thicker, and you can change the color of a car, but it's got a warranty on it, and it just lasts a lot longer now. But it's expensive.
But
I'll tell you that.
it is a solid color. It's not like putting a pearl sheen on it, like a pearl paint. Or
It has
something.
everything. Every color you can imagine.
Can
now.
you do
Pearl,
a
satin.
tiger stripes on it?
I don't want to think about that. But you could print it. You could print it on a wrap. We could have my guy at Underground Graphics. He could print whatever you wanted to, and we could make a kit for it.
What is the most unusual thing that you've put a coating on? Not necessarily a car, like a trailer or a motorhome or boat?
Support piers, steel support, painted support piers down in on the coast. We put a industrial coating on to protect it from rusting and other environmental concerns down there on the beach. That's the most interesting thing. Car wise, it's hard to say. These Cybertrucks are. I would say that they're interesting, but now you see them all over the place.
Right.
But I mean, as far as coatings go, I think that probably that GT back there, that Ford GT, is the most interesting, unusual car because there's just not any of them left.
There's no straight
you
lines
know?
on it either.
But it's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, we've got one of those Cybertrucks down there in our part of the world now, and it's got a purple and white and gray camo thing on it.
It's not primer red.
No, he's moved up to the purple. He's got the purple camo.
He's got that on his Porsche.
You know what? Now that I think about it, we have a primer red wrap.
There you go.
We could do this.
I'm thinking we're going to take the InWheelTime truck, and that's what we're going to do to it.
Yeah, well,
and just have some
You know what I
small
think?
little,
No.
just a small
Maybe
little
some
logo.
red flames, maybe.
No, that dates us. The old people want flames. Nobody does flames anymore. Put that on Becky's car.
Do you think we could open a shop down in Nederville?
Yes, absolutely.
Gulf Coast Nederville.
Yeah, there would be no clientele whatsoever.
Not
they're all
after
work-
this interview.
It would be very low overhead, so that's what I'm going to say.
they're all working shift work over at the refinery. So
Well, those old boys got some money.
yeah, they do.
You have to change the name
they
to Golf.
do.
They do.
Change
There
the
is-
name to Gulf Coast Hoopty.
Or either that, or and running it would be Buddy and Sissy.
Bud and Sissy. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I so badly want those stickers for my truck.
Okay, well, we'll work on that for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we may call on you again during this 2-hour time. By the way, speaking of which, I want everybody to know that we're here for the entire broadcast today. So this guy here is available to take questions and to joke with and to have fun with, but y'all can have a serious conversation about coming in here. But I just want everybody to know that if you want to just cruise in and have a good time and sit
The
around.
sun's
and
come out.
The sun's come out. It's a beautiful morning. So bring the kids. Come on out. Don't touch the cars, but and enjoy the ride. Come on out.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Talk to you a little later.
All right,
bet.
sounds good. John Gray, our guest, right out of the box this morning. Just had a review of the Subaru Forester, plus Jeff's Motor Minute, when the InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues right after this break. This is what we go through here. Mars loses his train of thought.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m. and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. InWheelTime will be there too. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
We invite you to join the InWheelTime live talk show every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time, here on InWheelTime.com. YouTube and Facebook as well. Check us out. It's free. And don't forget, 30-minute podcasts from our shows can be had from your favorite podcast store. Next week, Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In happens out at the Loopy Tortilla out in Katy. And for those that are here and you hear all this stuff going on here, it's not going on the air that sounds this way. Yeah, just trust us, it doesn't sound that way on the air. I hope. Time now for Jeff's Motor Minute.
There you go. So GM ends the Corvette no-flip rule for most of the Corvette models. The automaker removed the 6-month retention period for 2025 and 2026, the Corvette E-Ray and the Z06 models, though vehicles delivered by November 5th of 2026 remain subject to that original restrictions. The change reflects GM's recognition and demand that stabilize most of the variants for the 1,064 horsepower ZR1. It remains a hot commodity. Under the policy, original retailers who sell or transfer ownership within the first 12 months after delivery face 2 consequences, including ineligibility for future reserve of special models, and they void the warranty on the car if you sell it. The manufacturer introduced these rules after watching the C8 Z06 models flip for massive premiums over sticker. Some performance Corvettes changed hands for $50,000 to $100,000 above the MSRP in the early days, which is a far cry from the current situation. As part of the recent update, customers are now required to acknowledge the retention policy by signing a form and addressing where there's no confusion, and some buyers claim they never saw the original paperwork. And that's
right.
So here you go. The demand is settled enough to let the loyal buyers enjoy some flexibility without feeling speculation. The ZR1 buyers, however, the strict 1-year hold remains firmly in place. GM clearly wants to ensure that these cars and enthusiasts will drive them rather than hunting for a quick profit. So there you go. They've kind of loosened it up a little bit, but then they've kind of kept some of it around. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
All right, time now for this hour's car review. I had a chance to drive the 2025 Subaru Forester. Now, don't turn your nose up. Just listen to this. It comes in many variations. It's got the base, the premium, the sport, the limited, the wilderness, and the touring. I had the wilderness version. This is a small SUV. Kind of looks like a station wagon, but they've changed it. They've jacked it up. It's a little bit taller than the regular base model. It has some special features. This is a 5-seat, 2-row little SUV, and it's selling like hotcakes. And they're probably one of the hottest manufacturers on the market today. Exterior changes from last model year, none. Some minor tweaks, but it was completely redesigned for the 2025 model year. Exterior features, sporty off-road look on this particular model. Now we're talking about the Wilderness. White with black trim highlights on it. It gives it a much more off-road look. And I will tell you that the white paint job really looks good on this because it contrasts with the black trim. Copper-colored wheels. Don't turn your nose up. Wait till you see this thing. White leather tires. Better than the darker colors. I really like the white and the black with the copper wheels. I like the sound of that car too. Also, it has overall conservative styling. It's attractive. It's a straightforward design, and if anything was to use any improvement on it, I would say a little bit more on the wow factor. Put some bigger tires and wheels on it. You know, make it pop a little bit.
More eyeball.
Yeah, make it pop a little bit more. Interior, it has a Tesla-like big screen. It's an option, but it comes with this particular trim level. The built-in dash part of the screen really works for me. I don't like those that are standalone screens.
Yeah.
Like pop-ups, like add-ons.
Yeah,
or on top of the dash.
This one's built in, and it really works nice. Copper headlight trim and copper highlights throughout the cabin with stitching to match. Different off-roady seat upholstery. And I don't even know how to describe it. It is pretty cool looking.
Rugged?
I wouldn't call it rugged. Rugged to me.
A rugged look.
Not in the typical version of a rugged look upholstery. It's very different. And it works. It's comfortable, but it's very different. Matter of fact, one of the pictures that they show online, you can go online and look at it, it shows that it's wet. It's like it's been rained on.
Yeah.
And I guess to prove the fact that it is an outdoorsy upholstery in it.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it's very cool. And you know that the Jeep people are going, that. Yeah. Let's see. High quality fit and finish throughout the cabin. Cargo room, small after the second row. Roof rack will be needed for extra gear. And that seems to be kind of like a theme for this particular model, the Wilderness, because it actually adds to the look. It adds to it to have a roof rack on it. Now, I'm not a big roof rack fan at all, but it works for this one. What I liked about it, the Easter eggs throughout the cabin.
Oh, boy.
They're in the glass, they're on the floor mats, they're in the seats. I'm not going to tell you all of the locations, but if you go to look at this, look for the Easter eggs.
Does it tell you how many are in the vehicle
To
look for?
I don't know.
Jeep does what? Jeep does frogs? What does Jeep do?
Well, Jeep's got the grill, a little thing of the grill throughout the cabin.
Yeah.
The Jeep grill.
Yeah.
You know, the 7-slot grill. But they're little bitty tiny ones.
Yeah.
You have to look for these things. They're fun. Overall high marks for comfort and design on this Forester. 2.5-liter boxer-style 4-cylinder engine, 180 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque. Tow rating, 3,500. CVT transmission. Manufacturer's rating as far as miles per gallon, 24 city, 28 highway for a combined of 26. I got 25.7 over 356.3 miles. What I liked about it, the mileage. What could use improvement? More power. Ride and handling. Comfortable ride quality. What could use improvement there? More ground clearance. I'd like to see it sit up a little bit further than it already does with bigger tires and wheels. That's just my opinion on it. But whatever. There's always that custom availability that you can do and change it yourself, you know. Base trim price, $39,835. Prices tested, $42,035. Base model price, $29,995. Now, let's compare the actual trim level, the Wilderness, to the Bronco Sport Badlands for $42,260. The Nissan Rogue Rock Creek for $35,380. That's where they start. And the Honda CR-V Trail Sport for $40,250. And that is my review. Next week, we're going to have the Kia EV6. So be looking for that when we're out at Tailpipes and Tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You good with that, David? He hums.
He's pouting. He's pouting over there.
I think he's in another world
He's got
right
the
now.
pouting lip going on.
Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, send us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. We are back after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's car culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InWheelTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.